All right. Hello today. It is Wednesday, and it's in my time of the world, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, a little bit after 1 o'clock. And so I wanted to pop on here. I am Kathy Freeman, and I have a website called kathyfreemanart.com. And I wanted to give you a few ideas. We've got a very special holiday popping up here pretty soon, just around the corner, and it's Mother's Day. And for many women, that particular holiday, as joyous as it should be, brings a lot of sadness and a lot of just mixed emotions. And so, as I've looked over that particular holiday myself over the years, of course, I have much gratitude for my mother. But as a mother myself, um, I've been aware of times when I felt like I haven't done quite as great a job as I felt like I should have done. Or maybe you're someone who hasn't had children or had an opportunity to have children, so it brings a lot of hardship and a lot of sadness to your heart. And as I've looked into that particular idea of the word of motherhood, I realized that it does not just go towards the whole concept of bearing children. Motherhood basically is the title given to all women, whoever you are, wherever you are, in the fact that we nurture, we care, and we help to raise and influence people. And that's really kind of the title of motherhood. So it's that title, it's that aspect of that word that I'm going to be really addressing or just looking at. Now, as an artist, I am a mixed media artist. For those of you that have never seen me before, I am a mixed media artist and I love mixed media. What does that mean? That basically means that you use everything except for the kitchen sink. the the world is your palette, anything and everything, and that's why I love it, because I do like such a variety in my art, and I like to be able to try different things. And so today what I'm going to do is come on with a couple of things. One, I've got a short little video that I can share with you with a few tips for you artists, and for those of you who are interested in maybe expanding your horizon or trying to explore the world of art. I've got some little tips for you, and I've got a short, just a 2-3 minute little video that I'm going to be sharing with you on a few different tips of things that I have come across that I use to make my art a little unique. The other thing is I want to share, if you haven't been to my website, kathyfreemanart.com, I have a virtual campsite on there that I use for my members. My membership is called My Art Sisters, and it's a group of wonderful women who have the commonality of love to create art. And I created this little home for them, a place that I can put in all of the different videos and classes and things that I prepare, and that they can kind of explore and find different bits of information. You, if you are not a member, have access to that same area on my website, the campsite, the virtual campsite. And in my little glamper, I call it a glamper, I have a class that you can take free of charge. It's just there. And I wanted to show you what is that class. The class is Paper Roses. And this is something that I've had in there for a little while. I used it. Let me get it over there so you can see it. I created this back in February during the month of what I call Rose Month. And this is such a simple, easy, fun, but gorgeous, gorgeous way to create something unique and pretty. And I'm going to show you what I did with it. I have made several of them. You see this little stem? This is a stem from an artificial rose. I had taken the rose off the top. Did not like the little rose that was on the top, just a cheapy looking little rose. But of course, the stems in that, all the leaves and everything are just perfect. And then I used florist tape. See that right there? I used florist tape and just simply put this on the stem. I have others. I just got through with a major event in our family, and that was a wedding for my youngest daughter. And so I was making boutonnieres and corsages, etc. And you don't need the whole stem for that. So I have several of those stems left over. And the tendency is just to toss them away, isn't it? Just throw it out. But look at these leaves, ladies. I thought to myself, and that's just part of, I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse for us creatives. And that is we want to, we see things and we think of, oh, I could do something with that. Anyway, I just set it to the side, and this is what I did with it. I took those easy, quick little roses and applied that. Now, what a neat little gift to give to somebody in your life, maybe that's a friend that's having a birthday, or a mother that you might have if she's still alive, or anybody that you know that needs a little cheering up. Give a little piece of you, a little something that means something to them, that they can cherish and hold on to, and know that as every time they look at that, they think of you. They think about how you made them feel precious, how you made them feel important. So that is my little tip, one of my little tips right there. And you can find, I'm going to repeat this, go to my website, kathyfreemanart.com. Go up in the menu, you will see virtual campsite. And that virtual campsite is the home base, the home site for my membership, but you have access to a few of the spots. And one of those places is the Glamper, getting inside the little Glamper. And in Kathy's Glamper, you'll find this little lesson, this little class that shows you how to make these roses easy and quick. And then you can access that. Now, I'm going to take a second and I'm going to show you my little 3-minute video. And then I'm going to close out this little section, this little tip for today, with another idea for Mother's Day, just to finish it off. But this little video, I wanted to, I had sliced and cut something up, and I found a few pieces in here I thought that might be useful to you as an artist, that will help you with some different ideas, some different things that you could use to create in your creations. Let me go ahead and enlarge this video and hit play. I like that feel of transparency, so that as you're building layers, you can see something going on underneath, just a faint hint of something, and it kind of pops out and shows through. I really like that look. So I was playing with, let me grab it, this right here, which is wax paper that they use for, like when you get cookies and things, and it doesn't have wax on it, non-waxable wax paper. I can grab something you could purchase here. I just get this at we have what's in our area, which you probably, some of you do and some of you don't, called Sam's. And so it's geared towards restaurants and that duty. It's called wax paper, but it doesn't have that waxy feel. Something that you should be able to get, though, is this microwavable wax paper. And that's going to be the same kind of thing. It's not going to have that real waxy feel to it. So that's another thing right there. Anyway, I used those. Just cut myself. I had a piece. There. I had a piece, and I took a template. Well, first I took the piece, and then I just smeared paint on it. Put some green and kind of a harvesty gold color, a yellow harvesty gold color on it, with a little bit of orange. Here's my little scraps that are left, so you can see. Just smeared it on there. I just smeared it all over. And once I did that, then I came back with a template, and I used this template here excuse me, put it over the paint that had already dried. It was completely dried, and stenciled on top of this the little red flowers that are all over there. Okay, so that's what that was, and I just ripped that and added it to my journal page. So if you are, the nice thing about that is if you're just wanting to be creative, but you're not really wanting to pull it out and do a full-fledged project, but you just want to, play in the creative playground for a while, then get yourself some of this, or tissue paper, or just use typing paper, computer paper now. Use just plain paper and go ahead and add colored wood and apply some stencils, and you can build yourself up some background. I really like using this texture here, which is, let me go ahead and stop this right this second. There are the flowers on that project. That is the paper that I used. And see how when you put it on, you don't see, it tends to become a little more transparent and it blends really well with your work. I like using that, and I like using tissue paper. Both of those are materials that I find work well too. You can put something on top of it and then apply it, and you can still see the background. So this gives you an idea of what's back behind that. Let me go ahead and finish that. Sorry for the interruption, but I want to show this to you. Sheetrock tape, okay? Sheetrock tape. And if you don't want to go buy yourself a roll of sheetrock tape, then what you can use is what I've used before, but you get some kind of a pattern stencil, a repeat, maybe little squares or dots or something. Oh, love dots, so those would be great. And use your modeling paste, okay? Put your modeling paste, put that down and just put a little modeling paste on it. Sorry, that light is terrible. Or you could even do some matte gel on the paste. Is going to really give the depth. It's going to have it stick up and create that texture that's on your page. So those are just a couple of tips to help you as you're creating in your art journal, and to add some interest in that, and to help you understand what we were doing with this project. All right. Any questions you have, post it in the group, and I am always looking in there and seeing how I can be helpful and answer your questions. Okay. You have a wonderful day. All right, let me get back to just me if it's possible. That was the video. I wanted to share those little tips with you. Ooh, we got a bad storm happening. Hope I get through this. It always tends to knock things out when a bad storm goes through. Okay, anyway, let's get back to it. What I wanted to tell you is those little tips, the tape, the tape that I talked about, that's for drywall, and that is really neat. It's a little sticky on one side, it's fine on the other side. I just take a piece of it, I put it on the paper, and then I can take, if I want, I can go ahead and put some modeling paste on that, or just add the paint. Just add the acrylics or the different things to it. And it gives this really neat texture in the background. Texture, adding different layers to your work is really important, because it adds that depth and that interest to it, that people are going to look at it and go, I wonder how they created that. And anytime you can add a little bit of curiosity to something, or a little bit of interest to it, then you absolutely can. Hello, Patsy. I see you're here. It's good to see you. Don't forget to show up if you can at 3. We're going to have our class, and hope that the weather doesn't stop us from being able to do that. Anyway, now, Patsy, you're going to get a sneak peek, but coming up in May for my membership, we are going to be doing these, or this. We do one, and then you can make as many as you want. But what are these? These are little packets that we're creating. I will have in the site a template and all of the things that you need to be able to create this with me. And these are little packets that I thought would be wonderful for Mother's Day to be able to hand out to friends. And it's just something that, I put on the back a little card that says, a homemade gift for you. Well, it is homemade, but a handmade gift for you. Sorry. Take a moment to relax and soak your feet. How many of us wouldn't just love to just sit in a warm place and relax that, right? Hello, other Facebook users. I don't have any names on here, but I welcome all that just has popped back on. Anyway, in that particular class for the members, we're going to be painting. We're going to be creating this little packet. And inside it, we're also going to be creating the ingredients that you put into the water to soak. And I'm going to, this is coming up in the beginning of May for one of our May classes. These are for my art sisters. But I'm going to open it up also to the public to be able to participate in it also. So be watching if you're part of one of my groups or even on one of these pages that you are looking at right now, look and you'll see the information on there. And I'll post on how, even if you're not a member of My Art Sisters, then you can go ahead and participate in this class. You can find out how you can do that and be a part of it. Let me go ahead and Patsy, let's see what you have here. I am going to show your comment. Sometimes I use duct tape on a page. It comes in all colors nowadays, Patsy. Oh, wonderful. Yes, yes, duct tape it does. All different patterns, all different pages. You know, I would love for you to go ahead and if you've got something to post it so that people can see and see what it is and how it looks. All right. I wanted to pop on here just for a few minutes, share a couple of tips, tell you about, with Mother's Day coming up. And it is a holiday that brings a lot of joy and it also brings a lot of sadness to many women's hearts. And I thought, what is a great way to be able to encourage us, to give us a little self care and feel great. And that is why I came up with these different projects for May. And then also I wanted to share, remember, go to my website. It's always hard when you're trying to do this on a camera, but go to my website and you can find this pattern to be able to make this flower. It does not take very long. It's very easy. All I used here was a book page and I used some of the distressed ink to create that. You can use paint if you want, but I've got all the instructions on in my little campsite in Kathy's Glamper. So look for Kathy's Glamper on the website, and then you can find this class. Put your email list in there. Put your little email. I think you might need to. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But go ahead and take a look at that class, and then you can create and make your own roses to hand out this particular wonderful month of May. All right. Thanks for popping in here and being a part of this. And members, I will see you again in a few more hours as we start class. And the rest of you, stay creative and have a wonderful day.